What's up guys, this is Rise and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be taking you through a special GBL team with Zweilous and Bronzong. I got the idea for this because Bronzor was recently a Spotlight Hour Pokemon and I never really had a good Bronzor or Bronzong, so I finally got one with pretty good IVs to make for PvP, and I decided to pair it with one of my favorite Pokemon to use in GBL, Zweilous. I just think it's so cool with that Dragon Dark typing. It can beat a lot of the Psychics. It resists, obviously, grass, water, electric, fire. I love that Dragon typing, and Dragon Breath damage is just so fun to use. So I paired those two together because they complement each other pretty well, and then just threw Azu in there because Azu fares up well against pretty much everything. It's one of the best Pokemon. I don't like using it that much because it's just so popular and I like kind of standing out with my teams, but I decided to use it nonetheless. But anyway, we're able in this first game to win the lead against Sableye with a shield advantage, which is huge. And then we decide to use our energy against the Azumarill because we were so close to going down anyway. And this way, that added damage from the Hydro Pump will allow Bronzong to comfortably take this matchup as long as we are able to shield the Hydro Pump, which we do. Now we can just throw this Psyshock. Let's see if they decide to commit their last shield. They do. Keeping their Azumarill in play. We're over farming and we get to another one. So great for us that we get to another one before we commit a shield. And now it's Bronzong and Zweilous versus Registeel. So a little tricky. We decide that we're not going to shield, and this is amazing for us that they decided to bait, and we are able to get off this Bulldoze while we still have a shield for our Zweilous in back. Bulldoze does a lot of damage, and no matter what this is, we're going to shield because we might as well. And this way, we are able to Dragon Breath down and get to a Body Slam. No need to go for Dark Pulse. Even though Body Slam is resisted, it'll be enough to take out Registeel in this game one, so GG's. I really love using Zweilous, and I had never used Bronzong before this, so it was cool to see how it does. I'm not the biggest fan of Confusion as a fast move, just because it takes so long, and there's nothing more frustrating than when you have like a charge move ready and you're clicking on it, but because Confusion takes so long to finish the animation, then your opponent gets off a charge move before you can use yours. We are in the annoying Azumarill mirror match. Obviously, if they have Play Rough, it's not a great matchup for us. If they're running Ice Beam Hydro Pump, it's virtually the same. But an annoying thing here that's been happening to me lately has been I've been missing out on a fast move somewhere. So you'll see that we both go for the Hydro Pump, and they're going to be one bubble ahead on energy. So they got to the Hydro Pump before we were able to use our Hydro Pump. Now we use ours. I'm wondering maybe it's because we overfarmed too much and we were past 100 energy. Is that possible? We go for the Ice Beam here, and it's just barely not enough to take out this Azumarill. So they get off a charge move, and it is a Hydro Pump. So they take us out. We lose the lead, not great. We're gonna come in with Zweilous. Let's see what they have. They have a Vigoroth. Oof, not very good for us. Let's see what we can do. This Vigoroth is gonna be spamming off these Body Slams, and the counters are gonna be doing super effective damage against Zweilous. We go for a Body Slam, hopefully just to draw a shield, and then we're gonna switch straight away into Bronzong. We get off a couple Confusions before they switch out, which is great. We're just gonna go straight for Bulldoze. Not any reason to overfarm here. I decide not to shield this because we're gonna be able to survive even if it's a Focus Blast. They go for the correct move in a Focus Blast. I decided to go for Psyshock here because I didn't think I could get to a Bulldoze before they got to a Flash Cannon. So we made the right call because we CMP tied there. This Flash Cannon will be more than enough to take us out. Now we're just gonna farm down with Zweilous, so we have a bit of an energy advantage against this Vigoroth. Is it gonna be enough though? They get off this body slam right away. We're a little bit behind on energy, I think. We go for this first body slam. We did over farm though, so can we get to this next one before they fire off their charge move? We get there, and as we're tapping on it, they get off a body slam. So great game there. We lost the lead just barely, and you saw that essentially made the difference in this one. So great game there, and it's just a matter of inches. I mean, some games it could come down to one fast move, one charge move. It's like in sports. I'm a big sports guy, big basketball, football fan, and you see that with sports. They say it's a game of inches because the ending result can be the matter of just such a close margin. And it's kind of like that with Go Battle League too. Once again, we're in the annoying mirror match. I hate Azu versus Azu. I'm just kidding. Hate's a strong word, but Azu versus Azu. Both of us hitting each other with not very effective hydro pumps. Who will win the hydro pump battle? Yeah, again, I don't like using Azu because everyone uses Azu. But at the same time, it's a great generalist, and you can't go wrong really with having an Azu in your team. We're just gonna go straight for this Ice Beam. Will this be enough to KO? It's just barely enough to KO the opposing Azu, so we win switch advantage. That's great for us. Now Sableye comes in. It farms us down, which isn't ideal, but we have a Zweilous, which is a great matchup against Sableye. Power Gem will hit us pretty hard, but foul plays will do pretty much nothing. We over farm, and we're gonna hit this Registeel with a Dark Pulse. And check out this play here, which essentially changes the entire game. We managed to count correctly, and we're gonna catch this Flash Cannon with our Bronzong. Great for us. They use all that energy, and it pretty much goes to waste. Now, what do we decide to do here? We're gonna shield, thinking they're probably going for Focus Blast. And great thing that we shielded. They still have 2 shields. They're being super stingy with their shields. We're going for the Psyshock because I assumed, like, okay, at this point you've got to use a shield, right? But they still don't use the shield. They're crazy. Now they hit us with a Focus Blast. We save our shield because we knew the Sableye was low. Now we have to use it here, even though it's probably just a foul play. And can we Dragon Breath down in time? Come on. Yes. We Dragon Breath down, and Registeel falls down, and we get the win while our opponent still had 2 shields. Come on, guys. I can be stingy with my shields too, but at a certain point, you've got to just use it. They're there to use, so you never want to lose with 2 shields. Come on. Going up against 7 Flash here, we finally get a great lead. Let's see what they switch into. They switch into Defense Deoxys, and we don't really have a great answer for Defense Deoxys, so I decide to farm up some energy and then switch, and that way my Pokemon that I switch in will not be at an energy disadvantage. And basically this allows Azu, because Azu doesn't need a ton of health to take out Altaria as long as it has a shield. We're Dragon Breathing down, over farming a lot, and now we're gonna try and go for a Body Slam bait, and we get it, and this allows us to go for a second one. So either they're gonna have to let Deoxys go or commit both shields in this matchup. They commit both shields and they dump their energy. So this is pretty much the best thing we could hope for. Now we're at a shield advantage. We over farm a bit, and we get off this Ice Beam. We'll then probably see whatever they have in back, because they're not going to send out Altaria. They have a Meganium. Meganium, not a good matchup for Azu, but we have this super effective Ice Beam ready to go. Then we're going to swap in Bronzong. They swap in Altaria right away because Altaria doesn't want to see Azumarill. We're just going to go straight Psyshock because obviously ground would be double resisted by Altaria's flying type. We don't need to shield because every single move Altaria has is going to be resisted by Bronzong. We're not going to risk trying to Confusion down. We're going to go for this Psyshock. Meganium comes in. It's got a charge move. We're going to shield because Meganium can outpace Azumarill to a Frenzy. And watch what we do here. We get to the Psyshock and then we swap. And at this point, Meganium would not have been able to farm down Azu, so they have to use their energy. And then we have the Psyshock ready to go, and Psyshock takes out this Meganium for the win. Good game there. Yeah, I really enjoyed using this team. You see in the end of this set, we end up going 4-1. I was pretty happy with that. I've been struggling a little bit in GBL. We got to like top 50 in the world, and then my rating kind of tanked quite a bit. So we're trying to work our way back up onto the leaderboards, and the ultimate goal, of course, is getting rank 10 by the end of the season. So those were the battles for today. Make sure if you enjoyed this content, you like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting every night around midnight more Pokemon Go Battle League content and Sylph tournaments and such. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Share this video with your friends if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.